Okay, welcome to my gameplay of Oxygen Not Included. This is the one that I play once in a while as well. I have a pretty big base, so I apologize if you get confused. If you need me to start a new one, just let me know. Um, I have it's a really big base, but I have been working on it for a while, so I'd prefer to not start a new one, but it's okay if not. So it may be kind of confusing at first. I apologize. So far, all this game is about is building a colony for these little dum-dums. Uh, they go around and do whatever they can. They have temperatures. You gotta keep them nice and warm. You have plumbing, so you have dirty water, clean water, all that. You also have like ventilation, so oxygen or chlorine or any sort of gas that comes into contact with your your little people. The little people are called duplicants, so if I ever say the dupes or duplicants, I'm referring to the little people. You've also got germs, which I obviously have a really big problem with right now. Food poisoning is a very big outbreak right now. I'm trying to actually make, so this is the water sieve. This is what creates clean water from polluted water, as you can tell. Well, or probably not, who knows. These green sludge pieces are where the dirty water is coming in, comes into the sieve, and it comes out clean on this green side. So it comes out and then supplies everything else with clean water wherever the blue water is going. So like the wash basins, all of that. Um, Basically, you just got to supply everything. It's like a logistics sort of game, and it's. I almost feel like you have to be some sort of dumb, but also smart at the same time to understand this sort of game. So, basically, what we're trying to work on today is I'm trying to make a little room right here. So, this room, it seems complicated, but it's not, right? So, you've got this liquid reservoir. This holds a bunch of water that I'm pumping from a. We have a polluted water vent, basically. It's like an unlimited source of water, but it's polluted, right? I don't care that it's polluted so much as I care that it has lots and lots of food poisoning. So as the food poisoning comes in on this polluted water, it pumps it up through, comes through this airlock, okay? Comes through this airlock through the yellow pipe, comes down, travels, and I'm going to try and run it up into this. What this is, excuse me, is a chlorine chamber. The chlorine chamber will actually hold the water in here, and it'll pump a bunch of chlorine gas into this chamber, and will clean the polluted water of basically food poisoning germs. So this will be like a purification system on top of an already purification system that should already clean germs, but it doesn't. So right now I'm working on this and making sure that all the timing and stuff works. So the way this little automation cycle sensor works, instead of having like days, you have what's called cycles. Cycles are cycles are basically like a duplicate day. Uh, they technically live in what's like it's like an asteroid. So if you zoom out, you can see that it's like one big place, right? They're technically just living in an asteroid for fun, for shits and giggles, basically. Um, and essentially, you just got to keep these little dummies alive by doing whatever you can necessary. By expanding your base, making it very large, or producing rockets. Eventually, you can get to where you can build. You can build rockets and explore. This is the research tree, and I've done a decent bit of research so far. But eventually, you can make rockets. You can make rockets and like space stations, I think. But it takes a long time to get there. Like it is a very difficult thing to do. Um, you can basically go and get materials, liquid, solid materials, gas, or you can even go get critters. You can even go get little animals. Yes, you heard me right. There's animals. So far, the only animals that are around that I have. Let me see if I can't spot a few. Yeah, here we are. A natural animal. It's called a poke shell. It's like a crab, but really big. Lives in hydrogen and salt water. So kind of like an ocean biome. Poke shells are just big crabs. There's also here's a little area, little microbiomes. This one's called the hexalant. Hexalants are incapable of propagating, but can be harvested for a single calorie-dense food serving. Basically like a little petri dish. It's super nice. Oh, hey, look at that. I did not notice that. That is a natural gas geyser. So you can actually burn natural gas. You can burn it for a fuel to make power. This is something I definitely need. So to make energy, you have to burn things, or you have to either make them run on treadmills. I've got hydrogen generators because through the process of Alright, this is gonna get complicated, right? You pump water into these electrolyzers, okay? You pump it in. It diffuses the water into hydrogen and oxygen, right? So I'm basically creating oxygen out of water because you're just splitting the water. But it creates hydrogen and it creates oxygen. So you obviously don't want to pump the hydrogen back into this little base because they don't breathe hydrogen, obviously. So I've got this little filter system up here that filters out the hydrogen, filters it all the way up, goes out. All these guys, they pump down, and then it goes down into these hydrogen generators down here. These both give off a decent amount of power, but it's not enough to fully supply the base, right? So unfortunately, I've been having to sustain them with guinea pig wheels for manual generators. Now, it's been working so far, but I also did have to implement coal generators as well with a filtration system as well. It's very unfortunate, but just gotta do what you gotta do. Good thing is that I'm filtering out the carbon dioxide with this really complicated looking filter system down here with these big old orange reservoirs. So basically I've got that handled. I'm not too worried about them dying or anything. Um, if anything, I'm still just really worried about the food poisoning at the moment. Um, and there's obviously like pockets of gross gas. So like down here, this is the breathability slash oxygen overlay. This is what shows you where they can breathe, where they can't, um, and what's there. So like if it's very breathable, it's like blue, like up here. All this is mostly light blue. There's specks because of like chlorine or carbon dioxide since they breathe. Oh, there's like polluted oxygen sometimes, and you can see all these. But mostly, carbon dioxide builds up in certain places because it's a heavier gas. Same with chlorine. Chlorine and carbon dioxide they weigh more basically than oxygen. So it travels downward. So what I've done, right? I put I put gas pumps. I put gas pumps at the bottom of the facility. I put them at the very bottom, and they both lead into these little closed off areas where the let me think. Basically, the carbon dioxide will sink. Right, it'll all go down to the bottom where there's less oxygen. So like down here, there's not very much oxygen. There's only like 640 grams, while the average is about 1,300 grams worth of oxygen. So typically it's less oxygen dense down here, right? So carbon dioxide will naturally flow downwards like water, and it'll go down to these gas pumps, get sucked up. I have an even bigger filtration system down here with these little froggy filters. They look like frogs. It'll filter all that out, and it will put them either in these gas reservoirs or it'll filter them through these carbon skimmers, which will suck up the carbon and turn it into polluted water through process of skimming. Let's see. So I've got one for chlorine, I've got one for hydrogen, one for natural gas, and another one for, I think, not carbon dioxide, because I just output that back through the whole system just so it gets filtered. Um, I don't remember. I think I just kept that as an auxiliary pipe or an auxiliary storage. They also have little beds and little barracks and whatnot. I try and give them heaters so it's not so cold because if you look at the temperatures, um, chilled, cold, temperate, warm, hot. Usually it's very cold. It's cold or chilled. The average is about 6 degrees Fahrenheit around the base. 6 to 14, ranging from 14 to negative 16. So it gets very cold. But you can obviously like hot spots. So like a really big one you may have noticed is the cold generators. Yeah, they're obviously going to create a lot of heat. So I might actually put what's called let's see, a Stirling engine. Stirling engines draw heat from the rooms below it and actually take that heat energy and turn it into real energy through differentials of heat, right? So it takes cold air that it's in and takes the hot air from below it and turns it into like what's it called? Like an actual physical energy. I don't remember what it's called, but if you look up Stirling engines in real life, it's basically the same thing. It's super cool. And then I have some other hot spots which are heaters for plants, right? So like these plants here, these are thimble reeds for cotton. They're like a cotton, what's it called? Um, oh, I don't remember. It's basically like a cotton plant that's supposed to be like, I don't remember what plant that is. Dang. And then this is food farm, but I have not been able to get proper irrigation to them for a while. Mostly because this valve has been turned off. Interesting. Well, I guess I should probably turn that on. So, as I'll unpause and I'll let you watch as it goes. So, duplicate will turn this valve on. Water will start moving. It'll go one of two ways, and then it'll start splitting more and more until it gets to these little farm plots, right? So as soon as they get water and irrigation, they start growing. Like this one, it's already turned green, just because it needs a little bit of water. Perfect, right? So now we're growing food. We're going to be doing what we can to get food. So far I've had to make them make what's called a mush loaf. It's made out of dirt and water. I felt very bad making them make this, but not much I could do about it. So from now on, we're not making any more mush loaf. We're only going to be working on making the farm sustainable. They also have heaters and whatnot. They have heaters that are put on thermal sensors. Thermal sensors that will send out a certain output below a certain temperature. They'll turn the heaters on if it gets too cold, and then they'll be just fine. And then I also have vented oxygen outputs so that they can breathe. You know, plants need air too. Usually they can live in oxygen or carbon dioxide. These plants aren't too picky. I mean, sometimes you'll get plants that are very picky. Backup oxygen reserve just in case. These two tanks are completely filled full of oxygen. So, if I ever run out of oxygen supplies from having a very little amount of water, like I do now, I can just unleash a bunch of oxygen for a little while until I can get my water supply back up. Anyway, and if you look over here, this whole area is polluted. It's nasty. And then you get certain biomes in this game too. So the biomes are essentially supposed to be modeled over real world places, like this area. This area is supposed to be like a mushy swamplands. This area is supposed to be kind of ocean-esque. It's got brine and sand and stone. And then it also has like salt. You've got like your normal foresty area. It's got like algae, sandstone, copper, coal. It's kind of like a Minecraft-esque sort of thing here. You can get some iron. And then you've got like your weird, I don't really know how to describe these actual areas down here because they're just almost mountainous. They're mountainous zones almost because they're made out of just stone, phosphite, iron ore, coal, just a bunch of stuff that's super hard to mine. But the farther down you go, the more hot it gets, apparently. Apparently there is like a volcano zone. I've never been there, right? I've never played long enough. I've never played long enough to actually get down to the lava place. So I'm trying to do that now, but I don't wanna. I don't want to do it just yet because I need to make oxygen suits so that they can actually breathe and not die from the intense heat. So once I can do that, we'll probably try and get there. There's also these weird little these weird areas that are ruins essentially. So you can submit a bioscan for this door because it's a security door that requires DNA. I'll have one of the duplicants do that. I had them dig upwards and just build a ladder upwards just to get a peek of what's around here. Not much. There's like hardly anything. Oh, and these little weird spots, there's fossils and ancient specimens and stuff that I can actually look at. Oh, hey, look, the geyser's about to erupt. Ooh, here we go. Gonna 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here goes. Perfect. So it just starts peeing a bunch. Basically, it quite literally almost just pees everywhere. Especially since it's polluted water, might as well be pee. But I have these little drains, right, that suck up all this crappy, gross water, pumps it out, sucks it all up, and shoots it out towards the base so I can filter it. I also have these little tiles here. These are insulated tiles, so it keeps in the heat. This area is a little bit more warm than usual because the geyser is actually very hot, right? I put a bunch of Stirling engines above it so that when I so choose, I can turn this switch on and let them run and suck up the heat. But we won't do that for now, because I want it to build up a decent amount of heat before I start doing that, since it's so cold up here. Let's see. So far, I'm trying to make this into vacuum so that I can just put only chlorine in here, right? So I'm pumping it all full, or pumping it all empty. I'm trying to make it vacuum so that there's like nothing in here besides chlorine. So for now, I think we are just about ready to actually initiate the transfer. So what we're gonna do that. And we're gonna deconstruct. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention. So I have little oxygen masks for these little guys, so that they don't have to breathe the chlorine. And if you've noticed, they also have little hats, right? So they each have little professions. Like this guy, he is let's see, his name is Hassan. Let's see, bio. What's his skills? Oh, he's a plumber. That's right. He's a plumber. So I know it's a weird hat for plumbing. I get it. I would have loved if it was for anything else, but he's a plumber. Basically, what he goes and does, he does a whole bunch of. He can empty pipes, all the other duplicants can't. But he'll also do basic errands, like he'll suck up this clay from this deodorizer. Deodorizers take polluted oxygen, such as this yellow grossness, and turn it into normal oxygen. Right, so you use sand, and it turns into clay because of grossness. So, that's that. Essentially, they all perform their own little weird tasks. Some of them are faster than others, like he runs at a general speed. This one's Nails. She is like one of my top performers. She's actually a what was it, like a spaceship navigator, basically. If she ever did get a spaceship, she'd be on the ball. So, essentially, she's like my top person. She runs like the fastest ever, even on normal mode. Unfortunately, the chlorine still gets into their eyes and stuff, because I can't really do much about their eyes because I don't have spacesuits, right? So I can't do anything about that yet, but eventually I will. Let's see. So far the cycle has opened this mechanized airlock, which makes this, so liquid reservoirs, when you make it to where they don't have any foundation underneath them, which is for the door, it makes them have a missing tile, right? So missing tile will basically make it not work, but since it's still holding liquid, it will hold the liquid but not output it through any of the pipes. So if you look, water comes up, goes through this valve, this liquid shutoff valve. It'll go in to the liquid reservoir, and then it'll automatically output whenever it has solid ground again. But if it doesn't have solid ground and it's open, it won't output anything. So for right now, it's going to pump in this water, and it won't go anywhere just yet because I've actually made it to where it won't pump any more in, right? So while it's cleaning this, water, actually, yeah, let's turn that on because we should be good now. So these green tiles are chlorine. So I'm pumping in chlorine, making it nice and clean. I do have to disable this though. So I don't. Oh, wait. Uh-oh. Okay, so I've made a grave mistake. I have to make sure that I can actually turn this gas pump off, or there's no point in turning off this vent. Because if it just continuously keeps sucking in all the chlorine and just pumping it back out, that's a lot of wasted energy. So we don't want to do that. We want to actually make it to where I can press a signal switch and turn that off. So this is the automation tab. You can put a whole bunch of logic stuff in it. So we're going to take a signal switch that I can activate instead of the duplicates activating. I can put that there, run an automation cable between the two, and make sure that I can turn it off whenever I like. So, for now, we'll just make this 100% of the time during the active duration until it actually changes back. So until one of my duplicates can actually get in here and do stuff, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna speed up time a little bit so this gas pump can suck out all the chlorine and whatnot. So I'm gonna unlock the door. Then I'm gonna have one of the duplicates come in and fix all that. Give me a switch so I can turn this off by myself. Okay, they unlocked it. Now I just gotta wait for people to deliver the copper for the wiring and the switch, because that's what it'll be made out of. They'll come in, deliver, then they assemble it. Okay, perfect. Now what I can do, I'll have them lock that door back up. I'll lock it, set it to priority. Actually, I'll do a yellow alert since it's high priority. Okay, now it's locked back up. I'll press play. Alright, back to normal speed. We'll turn this pump off so it's not sucking stuff up anymore. We'll pump in all the chlorine. See? So now it's pumping in all this chlorine that we've got. It's coming in. As much of it as possible. Perfect. So we've got about an average of, let's say, about 500 to 700 grams of chlorine, which should be perfect. Now I'll make this active duration. I'll actually lower it. So now it's going to be down to 33%. So you want to do it in threes. So thirds. You do 1/3, it pumps in water. 1/3, it lets it disinfect inside the liquid reservoir. And 1/3, it pumps it back out. So you want to do it in like thirds, basically. Apparently, as I've read from a guide, I'm sorry, I looked stuff up for this, I apologize, cardinal sin, they should clean the water. So we'll see if this actually does what it's supposed to. If not, I have another solution that I've cooked up. But until then, I will just keep doing this. So we'll see what this does. And sorry if it looks like a mess. This game is just very complicated, as you can probably already tell. Trust me, if I showed you the power wiring overlay, you'd probably have a stroke. But regardless, I won't show that to you because I don't want to overwhelm you. We'll do so. This is the duplicate skills overlay. This is where I can assign them certain jobs based on what they do, what they're good at. So let's look at Lyra. Right, Lyra, she is very good at researching, carrying, wearing suits, astronomy. So I eventually made her rocket navigation, so she has the specialty hat, and she can pilot a rocket as well. Miss Lindsay here, right? She's not very good at much. She's one of my newer people. That's okay. She's good at digging, super hard digging, and super duper hard digging, it's called, which is just hard materials digging. And then I made her good at carrying as well because that's just kind of a general skill they all should have. And let's see. Well, let's do Steve. All right, Steve. He's one of my older ones. I made him construction guy and demolition expert. Demolish gravitas buildings. I have no idea what that does. But I was gonna try and make him a rocket navigation person as well, but I think I might actually not do that. This is Turner. He has carrying, because why not? He has tinkering, electrical engineering, and mechatronics engineering. So he can build conveyor rails. He's very smart. He's also a doctor, like highly, highly trained doctor. So I gave him a doctor hat. Catalina, she's kind of like she's kind of our farmer. She's pretty good at farming and ranching, so like critter ranching. Super fun. And then she's also good at digging and construction. I only have 12 of these little Dorcases, and certain one of them have like different suits. So like she has a snazzy suit on, I think. Ari's wearing her normal suit. Bubbles is wearing her normal suit. Dang, she runs really fast. Holy crap. They all have their little jobs that they do. I have 2 bathrooms because I have so many people. Right now, they're all going to bed. And they all like to see their friends, right? They're all friends. They're all happy. You keep them happy, they work fine. I think my favorite is probably Nails. Nails is my favorite because she was my first. But basically they have like a night cycle, a day cycle, and then I also have like a schedule. I made it to where they have like downtime and bath time so that they can use the bathroom, take a shower in the showers and whatnot. And no, they're not hooked up to chlorine, don't ask. But essentially, I try and let them have downtime because I'd feel bad if they didn't. And they would get super stressed, so they also have stress levels. And if their stress gets too high, they'll start having mental breakdowns and stuff, and they'll start breaking stuff or not doing errands to actually make the colony run. So you have to make sure they're happy so that they do what they need to. Right. It's like the ultimate managerial job. It's stupid, I know. Let's see. Is this doing what it's supposed to? Yes. Okay. I see. No, that is not what I want you to do. Okay. That might be better. So, it was just outputting more gross water back to where it was supposed to, which is not what we want. We want it to output a bunch of water, right, into this chamber, disinfect it for a certain amount of time, and then start letting it out. So that did not work as intended. So I fixed it, I think. It'll fill up with as much water as possible. I think you can hold... Yeah. You can hold up to 20,000 kilograms. And so far I don't think it'll output much more than that during that little time frame either. Since it's using 1/3 cycle, it'll use another to 1/3 cycle. So however much this holds, it'll just output the same. So we should be good there. We'll just wait for this to do its thing. And then once it shuts off, it'll be obvious. The water will stop flowing. If you look here, this is the contents, and it'll tell you how much germs it's got, how many kilograms, and the temperature. So once this shuts off, we'll watch the germ rate swiftly decline. And just as I've said, it swiftly declines, and then you have no germs whatsoever. Sweet, we're doing great. So far it looks like it's doing a really good job at cleaning off those germs. I think I'll keep it. I think I will definitely be keeping this little room. Right? And I might have to make more of them if I get different water sources. So, oh yeah, I'll definitely be keeping this room since it just basically killed all the germs off this polluted water supply. Sweet. That is perfect. And come on, 0. And 0. No germs. Now that is beautiful. That is something to behold. We go to the germ overlay. No germs. Unfortunately, we have lots of germs over here, so yuck. Yeah, kind of nasty. So if anything, I might actually have them mop up all this water. I'll have them mop all this up. Or, well, I was going to, but I don't think I can. Ooh, excuse me. I will probably have them mop this up eventually, once it gets slow enough. And I'll get rid of this bottle emptier because when they mop, they actually get little bottles, right? They get little bottles of crap, and I don't want them to do that. I want them to, if anything, I want them to empty the bottles into this little drain area so that it will take any water, and put it through this. Oh, look. Now it's outputting the non-germed up water. No germs whatsoever. Then it goes through the water sieve to become actual clean water instead of polluted water. And then you've got yourself some freaking germ-free water and clean water at that. So, oh. Here's a local resident. So this is called a hatch. It's got a weird gaping maw. It eats coal and things on the ground. So anything it can find, it will eat. It's like a little turtle, almost with a large mouth. Large mouth. Let's see. It is happy just living here on top of my base, not eating anything, which is very strange. It's a little hungry, actually. Ooh, good lord. Yeah, it can eat just about anything that's left on the floor. And then it poops coal. Yeah. it poops coal. So, you could technically farm these and get like a infinite coal if you just gave it a bunch of plants and they dropped fruit. You could just eat them and turn them into coal, which is super nice, but I don't really want to do that because I don't care. And I don't care for critter ranching in this game all that much. It's never been my shtick. My shtick is like very complicated systems like this. Like everything here and here. Actually, I will show you the power overlay. Why not? Here you go. Here's all the wiring in the entirety of the station. Yes, it is god awful. I apologize, but there's nothing I can do about this since the wiring system is very unintuitive. Yeah, it is bad. I apologize. So you got like big wire, you got small wire. Small wire can only do 1,000 watts. Big wire can do up to 20 kilowatts. So that's like 20,000 watts, right? Let's see. Sorry, had to check my phone real quick. Let's see. So I can also bring in more duplicants. I could bring in more if I wanted, right? But I think having 12 is like the perfect amount. Plus, then I don't have to expand. It's too much more. Expanding is definitely something that is very painful to do. I understand why real life city planners have problems because I'm sure it's very difficult work to try and expand already existing infrastructure in real life. But whatever, regardless. All we gotta do is explore and do things now. So we're gonna try and get rid of this germ problem first. It's friggin' garbage. So what I want to do, right? I want to try and either pump all this out and not put any actual liquids back into this little tank, right? This little water holding tank. So I don't want to put any water in just yet until I can clear this out. So what I want to do, I have a whole bunch of valves, okay? I've got liquid valves out the wazoo. So what these liquid valves will do is I'll turn them off so that we don't get any more input. But the only thing I'll do is, let's see. Anything that's coming out of these two water sieves is clean of germs, like actual germs, instead of being polluted water. So anything coming out of these is fine. So what I want to do is get another liquid reservoir, right, and then just start pumping water into this, pumping the actual clean water into this. So what I can do is I can do that, put some tiles under it so it actually stays up. Actually, I'll make them mesh tiles. I'll make them mesh tiles so that water and air can pass through them. Mesh. You have different types of tile. You've got insulated tile, normal tile, mesh tile, which allows liquid and gas flow. Airflow tile, which just does gas, but not liquid. You also got like carpet, metal, tiles, a whole bunch of stuff. So let's see, we'll do this. We'll also do... Yeah. So we'll turn this valve off. We'll make this valve go directly to... Yeah, we'll make this go directly... Let's see if these have germs yet. Yeah, they do have germs. Okay. So I'll wait a little while before we do anything about this. So I want to make sure these pipes have no germs in them whatsoever. So here in a little bit, they shouldn't have any germs at all, since I'm cleaning the pipes and whatnot. Yep, 0 surface germs. 322 germs, which isn't too big of a deal. Those shouldn't make any babies or anything. No surface germs. Lots of germs. So that's the other thing. Okay. So since all this dirty water is running through what is essentially the bathroom, from the bathroom to the sieve, yeah, the dirty water from the bathrooms where, they do their business. Where they do their business is where food poisoning germs come from. So we're also going to have to pipe that, all the bathroom naughtiness, into another pipe, essentially. So it can go through, decontamination. Yeah. So It's gonna be real hard to do, but we can do it. So let's see, liquid pipe, okay? So you can obviously see all the dirty water. It's coming from the showers, or it's coming from, yeah, it's coming from a whole bunch of different places. Showers, bathrooms, anywhere that has water output. So we gotta follow where this is going. So it splits off and then goes there. So we don't want it to do that at all. We want it to actually go, oops, sorry. We want it to actually go, hang on. So we want it to actually go from, yeah, we want to bridge it across and put it here. So if we just deconstruct that one right there, we should be good. Boom. So that should run into there. No, wait, nope, that's wrong. Very wrong. We gotta get rid of that. So the reason why that wouldn't work is because it still just ends up in those sieves. We gotta pump it all the way back here for this. And I forgot to disconnect that. Hang on. Gotta do that too. So unfortunately there may be dirty water everywhere soon. Yep, there it is. So when you deconstruct pipes, it actually empties the liquids out into the floor too, which is nasty, god awful. I'll have them mop that up in the morning, since they're all going to bed. Oh hell. I'm gonna, let's see. So that's the output pipe there. Make that go there. That goes down, and then this will come up. So this is all the grossness coming from, yes, this is all the grossness coming from everywhere else over here on the right side. So what we want to do, this is the grossness coming from this one single gross pipe, is the one coming from the station and its bathrooms. So we'll take this pipe, run it all the way back here, raise it up till it's on this base floor, pull it all the way over, and we'll plumb it right here. So that should do. I might actually have to make 2 stations of this. I might have to make 2 cleaning stations, which may be unfortunate. May be very unfortunate. Yeah, I might have to. Damn it. Okay. So I'll plan out another one of these then. So I'll need 2 block space up. Okay. So we'll need a 2 block space for the filter system. I'll make that real quick. And then we'll also make the upper chamber, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 tall. 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Pull it across. Cancel what I don't want. Then you put a manual airlock there. Some more fresh tile. And then you'll actually have to make like a little space above it so that they can actually work on it. Cancel that so I can put a door instead, a little mini airlock door. Give it a ladder so that they can climb and whatnot. Cancel that, put another door in. Take a ventilation filter, slap it in there somewhere, doesn't matter. Let's see. Actually, no, I can make both pumps run through one filter, so if anything, we can just do this. We can cancel all that, get that out of here. We can just do another one of these. We don't need a little area for the filter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Build a straight across. Give a little area for a door. Cancel that for another little tiny door. Bam. Give it some ladders. Do a gas pump. Right there. I need a ladder. No, right there. Okay. And then duplicates can't reach over a certain height. So I have ladders on the sides so that they can reach up and build these upper areas, or on the sides here. Ladders just generally help everybody build stuff better. So I keep them on the sides. You'll see that on places like the greenhouse. I have a whole bunch of ladders that go up just so they can reach the top areas. Usually don't really have to now anymore since they have a floor and they can just do it from up above. But it was a nice gesture. Let's see. So now we need a liquid reservoir here. Need to actually... Oh, nope. I've got to raise it one more because it has a mesh floor. So I got to raise it up one more. Okay. Sorry, I apologize. It's a mess. It's a mess up here. I get it. Actually, no, those are airflow tiles. Those aren't even... Yeah. Then we got to put a mechanized airlock in so that we can actually open and close it with a timer. And we got to put in liquid reservoir here so that it opens on that half slab. Put that outline. Yeah, that should do. Let's see. Then we want that gas pump. Give it some ladders. Cancel. Tiny airlock door. Gonna make room for a normal airlock so that they can access it. Manual. Okay. And then what we'll do next, we gotta add all this other plumbing and ventilation. Okay, so we'll make this a chlorine dispensing area. We'll just make it come over here. We'll put a normal gas vent here. And I will place a signal switch here next to both of those so I can actually turn them off at will. And then I need those cycle sensors. Cycle sensors and the liquid shutoff that's controlled by automation. There we go. Then we'll pump the water to it. In, out. So green is out, white is in. So that's how you can generally tell. Oh, and then those need to actually be, they need to be insulated so they're not cold or hot or anything. So we'll do insulated. Okay, that'll just hook up there. It'll go outwards, and we'll have a dandy time. Hopefully. Because, yeah, it only does a certain amount of time, so hopefully this one pipe can handle it all, unless I need two. We'll see. Let's see. Anything else that I'm forgetting plumbing-wise? No, that should be good. Alright, let's do power-wise. What's the potential load on this one wire? Potential load of 970 out of 1,000. That is not good. So what is that running off of? That's also doing the pumps up there too. So that's only a potential load. That's not a current load. These pumps won't be running all the time, and neither will this filter. The door, sometimes. Liquid shutoff, sometimes. So I think it's reasonable to say that we can just take this little grid here and run it over instead of having to make an entirely another grid. So this should be good. And other than that, let's see. That should be good there. Automation, gotta run a little bit more wiring. That there, that one there. Did I get ventilation down? No, I did not. So ventilation there. This will just come back over here. I'll make it run down. And then to there. Yes. So both these little air pumps will be connected to one filter. And the filter, so this filter will actually take chlorine, any chlorine that it sucks up, and just pump it back into this little closed loop. It'll just pump it back, and then anything else, it just outputs into this general vicinity. So this should be fine. This room's full of chlorine. I'll actually probably turn this on so it pumps the chlorine in there too. I'll turn that little vent off. Turn that one off. And then I'll put a dig errand on anything else that's not being taken by machinery. So that's how you plan a room. You gotta plan a whole bunch of stuff. Electrical, plumbing, ventilation, whole bunch of stuff. Oh, and this is why I say it probably takes a special sort of stupid to do this. because I literally have the brain for it, but I don't have the brain for like anything else. See, and here's them getting to work. For some reason, these two dum-dums don't have oxygen masks. I don't know what the problem is with that, because they have plenty of them over here. Oh, they don't have any O2. What's going on over here? Oh, that's right. Okay, so I turned off the the oxygen and hydrogen. I turned all that off. Right, I turned all that off so that we wouldn't keep creating anymore, because oh, it's really bad actually. The filtration system down here, I want it to kind of run through a little bit and clean out some of the grossness, but it's kind of not really doing that. So I'll probably turn back on the oxygen. And you can see the oxygen and hydrogen working its way up through the system. Hydrogen gets pumped into this pipe, which goes down to the hydrogen generators. Oxygen gets pumped out to all the numerous vents I've got across the base. But yeah, that's how the oxygen system works. It's beautiful. Oh yeah, I've got to open the gotta open this little area for this tile. Because if I don't open these doors, they can't access those. Speed it up. Prioritize. I'll give it a priority number 7 so they actually come and do it real quick. Oh, here comes Ari. She's gonna do it real quick. She's delivering all the sandstone. Building it. And all good. Alright, I'm gonna close those back up so we don't waste any more hydrogen. And actually, the hydrogen generators are getting a pretty decent load. They're keeping at a constant right now. So if you look up here, I've got battery at a tracker. Like I can track how much battery you've got. You can also just look at the batteries here. You so choose. So far, they're also running. They're also doing a bit of running so that they can keep the power on a gain instead of a loss. So let's see. Yeah, they're steadily increasing. Looks like they're having a showdown over here. See, but they just do my bidding, and it feels nice to be not really the boss, but it just feels nice to be able to lead people and show them what to do. And it's nice to watch them build stuff. I like watching them build my plans. It's really awesome. I am kind of sad that this is it takes so long for them to open and close those doors. I'm gonna make those just open, I think. Set those both to level 7 priority so that they get done more quickly. Same with that one. Yeah, now the doors are both just open, so that they can just come in and out more quickly. They have a little bit of downtime right now, so they chose to come and work on this stuff. And then they're going to sleep. I'll head off, put up their oxygen masks, and head on to bed. They mopped up all the gross water. Coal generators are working, so we can keep some power output for a little while. Not for very long, though, unfortunately. Hydrogen's working pretty good. But unfortunately, we're just using a lot of power. And that's what happens when you have innovation. Use a lot of power. Alright, looking good, looking good. They're still building the area over here. So when they build stuff, they have to mine first and make sure there's no actual tile, like material behind it. So they actually have to, ooh, yeah, okay. I'm gonna copy these settings real quick so that they, do what they need to. So, basically they have to mine the tile behind it first, and then they can put whatever they need there as well. Obviously with pipes and, like, wiring. Pipes and wiring, they do their own thing. They can stay behind tiles or where tiles aren't. But as long as they aren't like a natural tile, right? Like you don't want absolite or sand or sandstone. You don't want that in the middle of your wiring because then you can't actually build through the tile. Like a game mechanic, it's dumb, but I get it. So far they're making pretty good progress. Oh, whoops. I gotta turn off that chlorine real quick. Because if not, they will just automatically start eating away at the chlorine. Looking good. Just about done. Pipe lot. Gas. Oh, because the gas pipe has not been set yet. Because I gotta open this one up. Actually, no, I don't. I don't have to do that. I'll just keep it unlocked, and then I'll actually do this. We'll make a ladder. We'll just make a ladder up this area. Just so they can do basic maintenance. And it's complete. Well, just about. I guess they're on downtime right now. No, no, they're not. There we go. Okay, just about done. I'll actually make them sweep up all the materials they put all over the ground real quick. I'll make them go put all that away. Snow. Weesh. Let's see. Oh, these are storage bins. You put your materials and stuff in them to hold. So I'm gonna put snow. I'm gonna put snow and ice in this one area. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so in the meantime, while that was happening, I think our problem with germs has become eradicated. So we don't really have a pipe germ problem anymore, so that's good. So the reason why the air is full of food poisoning germs is because when we send off that water that has the germs in it, it goes to the electrolyzers, and it turns that water that has the germs into germy air. So as it outputs the germy air, it goes everywhere. So that's what I mean by a germ problem. It's nasty, and everywhere has about 3,000 germs about. So once I can get clean water to those electrolyzers, we won't have that much of a problem anymore. I mean, sure, we'll still have dirty bathrooms because that's just how it works, but you won't have like dirty plants that you eventually end up eating and getting sick from, you know. So eventually it'll be better. Let's see. We're looking good. I still want to clean up. Yeah, I still gotta. We'll just mop up all this if I can. Yeah, we'll just mop that all up. So we'll just mop all that up so we can get rid of the germy water. Yeah, that'll do. These have any germs? No. Okay, so now we're at the point of now the tank does not have any germs in it. Right? So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna take a where is it? So the bottles that they mopped up, I'm gonna actually just output it over here. I'm just gonna output it into this hellhole. Yeah. I think that's actually the best idea possible at the moment. So we'll just make them take it over here, basically. We'll just put it in here, it'll get drained off, it'll get put in the tanks and all that. Let's make this a priority level 7 over here. I want them to get this done right now. Okay. I should get this done fairly soon. There's a lot of chlorine in here. I definitely did not think about this. Why are these pipes blocked? Going down, going down, going down. Yeah, it's because the mass filter's on. I actually needed to turn that off. So I'm going to turn off this mass filter down here. I'm just going to turn it off for a second so it can actually filter from up here. So this is also another filter input. These two pumps here. They will pump other grossness basically into... They'll just filter other crap. Oh, dang it. There you go. We're just about done with all this other miscellaneous stuff. Okay, looks like they're just about getting the last parts of this section finalized. There we go. And now that'll start just filtering through. Black, 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 black. Okay, and then I'll basically vacuum this out, make sure it doesn't have any oxygen, carbon dioxide, anything. It'll be vacuumed, then I'll pump it full of chlorine like we did with the last one. Set that to lock, set that to auto. Did I automate this door? Oh, no, I did not. That is not where that is supposed to be going. I did a big oopsie right now. Hang on. No, don't lock it just yet. Dang it. Well, bedtime for them, I guess. I'll just have to wait. What's going on over here? Input, output. The pipe is blocked by what? Your pipe's not blocked. So what's going on here? Does that not? Does. So what's the conundrum? Oh, the filtration. Oh, okay. I see. Okay. So until this oxygen can come out and allow the other little miscellaneous stuff to come through, can't really do much. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of the problem with this system is like, if I want to filter stuff, it's stupid and convoluted how you have to do it. But hey, no germs! Yay, no germs. Let's go. No germs. Make that a level 7 so they get that done. This looks like it's just about ready. Oh, whoops. That needs a little bit more. Alright? Yeah. Make that a level 7 so they'll get that done quick. Ah, oh no, that is actually causing problems. Uh-oh. Well, never mind. It was nice having no germs for a second. That's no good. Well, that's okay. I'm not too worried about it. We can just reset it again. There we go. Okay, now it's all good. Should have basically vacuum right now. Yeah, milligrams worth, so that should be fine. We'll do this. Turn that on. We'll turn both those on just for a second. Just so they kind of even themselves out. Mm, 300-ish. So close off that one, open this one a little bit. We'll do a little bit of output on this one, so it gets a little bit more. Okay, so there's that. And now both of these chambers should be totally fine. Okay, now we have a doubled output system. Let's see how the plumbing's doing. Perfect. Only a few germs here or there, but that's okay. Just because it didn't get quite enough time to actually filter it all out from the chlorine. So now it should be good. Now any water that comes in should be more than clean. Lovely. Okay. Alright, well there's that. And then I'm going to have them mop this up again, because it is obviously still nasty. So I'll have them mop that all up again. And there we go. So the water still has food poisoning. I should have waited. That's okay. Oh, I'll make them wait. I'll make them wait. So we'll wait for all this to do its thing. And then, let it be all clean. Dang, I've already been recording for an hour. I should probably get off soon. But I don't mind doing this. Are these unreachable? Can they not? Oh, right, because the door is not unlocked. Right, I'm stupid. Very stupid. I actually hate that there's a lot of polluted oxygen in here and I can't do anything with it, if that makes sense. So what I want to do, I actually have a trash can mod, right? I'm a bad person. So I have a trash can mod. I'm just going to, instead of like, putting this and filtering it like a good boy, I'm just gonna cheat and not do that. Yeah, because I don't feel like it. And of course, none of them are wearing oxygen masks because they're stupid. So should be. Dumb. Okay. Oh. Uh-oh. I have crashed. I don't know what it would be. More info. It's the trash cans. Yikes. Well, looks like I can't use those anymore. Well, looks like I can't actually use the trash cans. Stupid. Alright. Let's give it another whirl. Without the trash cans. Dang it, I really hoped I'd be able to get away with that. Guess the game didn't want me to. Oh well, that's okay. If anything, we'll just go on without them. I'll figure out a system. That or I'll just pump it back to my big filtration system. And I'll have to make it to where polluted oxygen gets pumped through like a cleaning chamber or something. Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. I could do that. I'll have to do that in another video, but we could definitely do that. Yeah, that's right. I was gonna say, if you guys are this far in the video, if you have any suggestions, if you guys have any suggestions for anything for me to play, just let me know. Just comment, message me, whatever. Let me know, cause I'll take suggestions for sure. If it's something you guys want to watch, of course. Okay, we should be good now. Well, that's real unfortunate. I am very sad that we cannot use trash cans. Oh well. Sad day. Alright, looks like everything is still in order. They haven't built this yet, so it was just right before I did this, I'm thinking. Yeah, because this system's just obsolete. I need to do something with this. So let's do... what's a good way to do this? Because I still have to pump that oxygen somewhere. I can't just put it nowhere. Dang. That's a lot of oxygen. Hmm. I wonder if there's something that I can change from, or that I can make polluted oxygen into. Right, so like if I could take polluted oxygen and turn it into something else. Like, like turn it into water, right? Mix it with hydrogen or something. That'd be nice. Ethanol, desalinator, fertilizer. There's not really much. Not really much you can do with polluted oxygen. Um, yeah, not much at all. Um, yeah, I guess we'll just have to make a system that uses these deodorizers or something. I have a bit of an idea. We'll do that later though. Hmm. Mm. Alright. So they should be building this bottle emptier here in a minute. Perfect. We'll just do all liquids. Polluted water, salt water, brine, whatever. Whatever suits their needs. Why are you still just... I say, why are you just hanging out in there, buddy? You probably shouldn't. Okay, looks like the water's going in good too. I wish I could get a bit more of an output though. Because this just kind of sucks. It's pretty wide. Like, I made the drains wide enough because they don't really have a lot of output. That's the unfortunate thing about drains is that drains don't get a lot of liquid output. It is what it is, but there's not much I can do about it besides let it build up like this. Actually, what I could do, I could actually just make another liquid reservoir, or I could make another couple. Yeah, I think this will be a good idea, so that they can just keep actually pumping into these reservoirs, and then once they're done filling these ones up, these ones can just run back down to. Yes, so these ones will just output, and then they'll just go down into that instead of it going from there. So we'll actually turn off the flow for a second so it doesn't create a big old mess. Actually, we'll do this too. It's unfortunate, but I'm gonna have to make a mess. Disconnect. Okay, I'll have to have them mop it all up. Unfortunately, I feel bad. Yeah, and then we'll just run another liquid pipe up through there, so it's not connected to that one. Then it'll all just run up into there. Oh, it's downtime at the moment. All the gross water that's clean is being outputted. Yes. I should just make... Now that I've got 2 sieves, 2 water outputs, I should just make 2... Yeah, you know what? Now that I think about it... I should just make 2 filters that go towards both sieves, so I'm efficiently using both of them. Because there's no point in just having one pipe for 2 outputs that are both at max. Because if you can see, they're both turning on, like, individually. That is not what we want at all. So, what I shall do is I'll actually disconnect this one here in a minute. I'll disconnect this one and make it its own thing. Run it, run it, run it, run it. Make it go up. make it go into its own thing, its own filter. Bam. Its own normal pipe. So this will go. Anything that goes there will just go out. I don't care where it goes. And then this, since that runs there. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, and then we'll disconnect this one and make it go up here. And from here. And from there. Okay. I'll run the liquid bridges so we can actually go across certain pieces. That should be good. And then I'll disconnect that one so it doesn't cause problems anymore. Oh, then I'll have to run power to that one too as well. Potential load on that one is 1.82 kilowatts. Ugh. Yeah, sure, why not? Why not? Actually, do we even really need that one right there? That liquid filter. What are we even using that for? Well, I don't really know, but I get the feeling it might be important, so I'm not going to remove it. So we'll leave that. This is polluted water. This should filter out polluted water for sure. Polluted water, yep. I'll need to pick this bad boy back up. I don't know why I did insulated pipe for all those. Ah, I should have done radiant. So, the other thing about the geyser being warm, right, is that it outputs warm water. So all this water down here is like 83 degrees. So it's fairly warm. You don't really want that, right? So what we're gonna do, radiant pipes are basically the opposite of insulated pipes. Instead of it having lots of insulation to keep the temperatures in, we want to do the opposite and make it to where it allows a lot of temperature change. So radiant pipes are just made with like copper or stuff that doesn't really stop temperature flow. So I should have done that. Oh, that's actual refined copper. I don't have any of that, so regardless, I wouldn't be able to do that even if I wanted. What liquid pipe are? Yeah, those are radiant. I can't do radiants. Dang it. Yeah, I don't have radiant, so I'm just gonna have to do normal plumbing pipes. It's unfortunate, but I get it. Sucks, but oh well. And we'll do an insulated piece there too. Wait, what? I don't have hardly any sandstone? Are you kidding? I don't have hardly any sandstone. What is this garbage? Sandstone's like a big material that I use for like everything. What? Yeah, I have hardly any. Well, I guess we'll have to start moving on to granite or igneous rock or sedimentary rock. So we'll do granite next, why not? And then we don't need insulated pipes here. I don't know why I made those, because I'm dumb, I guess. I don't know. Okay, we'll do that. And then I guess we really don't need this reservoir here. So I'll just get rid of all that. Oh, here they are all eating their gristleberry from the crops. They're all mowing away in the mess hall. Yeah, they don't like them very much. They think they're kind of gross, but I mean, food's food, so they can suck a nub. Yeah. Unfortunately, until we get power production, I can't really do anything. Because in this game, like, having energy is, like, the biggest issue. Having water, energy, anything like that, literally the biggest issue. And not get any worse than that. Anyway, we'll speed it back up again so we can continue. Oh, hell. That's a lot of water. I might actually have to start just putting in a pump. Well, actually, it doesn't really help that all of it's backed up because it's not going anywhere. So, yeah, we haven't been filtering any water because of this problem. So let me turn this all to a 7 real quick so that they actually do it. Okay, all good. So in the morning, they should hopefully get to work on this right away. Because this is becoming a big issue, and if we don't get any water, we get big problems, such as no oxygen generation. Yeah, and that becomes a problem really fast. There we go. So, preliminary storage system is in place now. And we should be able to output all this gross and dirty water now into to these reservoirs. Oh wait, I gotta turn on the flow control. Hang on. Bam. Okay, now it'll start flowing again. Okay, here we go. So now it'll start actually flowing properly. Perfect. And then whatever these two over here can't hold, these will hold temporarily. Just so that it won't get overflowed. And we'll still have a pretty good storage. See, so look, it's backing up already. So now that it's backing up, we can just start putting more and more water into these three storage systems. So that we can just keep continuously pumping from over here. Since this geyser never stops. It's infinite. Or theoretically. So it'll keep pumping and pumping and pumping until these either get full or until we're done filtering. Obviously, we didn't have enough time to really do a full filter cycle this time. This round. So tomorrow will be a different day. Hopefully we got at least a little. Yeah, we didn't. We didn't get any water for today either. It looks like we have enough oxygen to survive for a little while, so we should be okay. Unfortunately, the carbon dioxide ended up building up a lot, so I'm going to have to turn on this filter system. So we're going to have to filter out all this carbon and get it all sucked out. So we'll do that real quick, get it all fixed up. This shouldn't take too long to actually fix up, if anything. Plus then it'll actually take out all the oxygen from down here and put it up to the upper areas anyway. So we should be decent. What's going on? Toilets. Oh, there's no water in the toilets. Oh no. Oh, they're gonna start peeing everywhere. Oh no. This is no good. Oh, let the water flow, please. I don't want them peeing all over. Okay, it looks like they all use the bathroom. Saying, thank goodness. So if there's no water in the toilets don't work, so then they can't go to the bathroom. And if they can't go to the bathroom, they pee on the floor. So, gotta make sure there's plenty of water everywhere. For everywhere to go. So, it's slowly trickling. It is slowly trickling its way. I'm actually gonna turn off oxygen generation for a second. Just so we can kind of build up a little bit of a supply. So we'll just do this for a second so we can do what we need. So that the carbon skimmers can get their clean water and clean all the carbon dioxide. And then, yeah. after that, we'll be good. Looking good. All the plants are growing. Plants are growing. Systems are working. We're filling up a decent bit, as you can see by the green. So we're doing good there. And the music may be a little strange, but it's because all of the overlays, so like oxygen, has its own layering. Musically wise, each layer has its own music that adds to the overall melody. So, if you go to different areas, it also changes music. Like over here with all the power. You kind of hear that synth. Boom, 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 boom. And then if you go to a high plumbing area, you get kind of another synth, but it's in a different tone, and it uses less notes than for like light. Think light. I can't really tell what light is. I don't think I have enough light to actually get the music for it. Plumbing. Ventilation's kind of a weird synth as well. It's more of a bassy sort of sound. Yeah, looks like we're getting our first haul of dirty water. Here we go. Oh man, I hope this worked. Oh, I forgot to disconnect this. Oops. Oops. There we go. Okay. What's going on with the power over here? Oh, it's getting overloaded. Yeah. Overloaded. Just because I have two filters going at once. Okay. So what you got to do in this scenario, you literally have to run a whole nother circuit, which I'm going to stab myself. That's what's going to happen. So what I've got to do is like okay. So essentially, you got to run wiring through this mess from these transformers, which give off a strict amount of power. So these transformers, they take power, right, from these big cables, these big ones. They take all the power from that. They turn it into smaller loads. They turn it into smaller load wire of 1,000 watts each. So each one of these is a separate power grid. I basically just have to use another one, but I don't have like hardly any space to do so. So I'm just like, I don't know what to do. Because I have to run it through tiles. I can't just run it underneath again. But this area is like already all clogged up. It's already bad. Let's see. What if I try and run it upwards? I could put a bridge. Nope, because it could bridge there. Unless I want like... No, that wouldn't work either. I really don't know. This is all just really unfortunate, since I am not very good at power lining, for sure. Let's see. I could. You know what, I'm actually gonna just deconstruct those ones there. I do actually have some big wire running over here. towards these, I could just put some power transformers down here. Yeah, why didn't I think of that? Oh my gosh, I'm stupid. Man, I could just do this. What am I thinking? Dang. I got level 2 stoopy brain. Alright, heavy watt wire. We'll run that here. Oh, this other block here. That's a, it's called a heavy watt joint plate. Basically, it allows the heavy watt wires to run through wall, because heavy watt wire cannot usually run through wall, but this is just acts as like a bridge. So you can put it there. It acts as a tile, but also as a connector for the heavy watt wire. So you put that wherever you can. Alright, now let's run some power wire, since this area is fully clean. So we'll do probably this low. We'll split it in half. Essentially, we'll split this in half. So I'll disconnect all that wire. Transfer another power wire from here over and down to the first one, just like that. And that will actually allow us to split the load and allow everything to run properly. So they'll deconstruct that first. Unfortunately, this will all be unpowered for a minute. Actually, I still think, yeah, that's still a 13. That's just because of the desalinator as well, but the desalinator hardly ever runs. So I'm not worried about that. Actually, what I can do while I'm here is actually put that thing on its own circuit. So what I want to do this, and then actually run it to where I can do there, and actually cancel that. And then I'll do, yes, that will do. And then the desalinator I'll have on its own circuit. So I'll run another circuit this way. Run another bridge. Run another bridge. Yep. Okay. And then that should be able to do its thing. I'll actually cancel that, so that'll keep that. Power, wire bridge. And then we'll just lay the bridges. Bridge. Another bridge. And that should be that. And then we still have another transformer to use over here, so we can totally split it up a little bit more if we need. So now everything's kind of wired out and solved. Now I just gotta wait for the little dum-dums to figure it all out and build. I kid, they're not dum-dums. They're actually super awesome. I love them. They're adorable. I actually started playing this game a long time ago, around when it first came out, because of I don't know if I'm allowed to mention this without getting demonetized or anything, but Markiplier, he streamed this game, and I really loved it. I loved it as soon as I saw it. I'm like, oh, that's such a perfect game. I love it. So I bought it and I started playing it ever since day one, and man, I've loved it ever since. I mean, sometimes I take breaks from it. I had a really big break from it for like a year, just because, you know, I mean, I play different things every once in a while, but I kind of have come back to it recently, and I'm just like, dang, I really love this game. I don't know why I stopped playing it. So, super fun. I love it. Looks like we're doing okay on the power right now for a second, until the water actually comes through, since we're still running a little bit low on water at the moment. I'm actually doing the there we go. We were doing the desanitation phase, and now we should be good on the water phase. Hey, and look at that! All the oxygen is clean since we implemented those. Since we implemented those cleaning chambers. Now the only dirty water is over here. Yeah, yeah, look at that. We accomplished so much with just these two little rooms. Don't worry about this. This is just they're not actual germs. They're what's called floral scent. It's like pollen, basically. It's just to implement allergies and stuff. So don't worry about that. That's all good. And then, of course, the refrigerator does also have food poisoning because of the previous water supply and whatnot. So hopefully the next couple of crops will actually be food safe, like no food poisoning. What's funny, what's funny is I actually made it to where the duplicants don't get actually sick, but they do get stressed from being sick or getting sickness. So if, for say, they eat stuff that has food poisoning or they breed food poisoning stuff, they just get stressed instead of actually getting sick. Makes it just a little bit easier, but still adds a little bit of challenge so that you still worry about germs. So yeah, now we're doing great. Hopefully our water supply is doing a little bit better. Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like we're doing okay. Yeah, looking good. So I'll wait for it to rejuvenate just a little bit more before we do anything. Once all the pipes are a little bit more backed up, then I'll worry about it. And once this tank is a little bit more full, I'll actually, ooh, I should probably turn on oxygen generation soon. Yeah, I probably will. Yeah, let's do it for a little bit. Because unfortunately, these little guys can't breathe down here on the treadmills for long without oxygen to produce power to actually generate energy as well. And plus, if the oxygen generation's down, the hydrogen is also down. So, kind of a double-edged sword. Okay, so here in a little bit, there should be more breathability because it's kind of sucky right now. It just sucks. It should be fixed within a day or so. So let's see. Let's take a look at ventilation. Oh yeah, we're getting back. Oh, blueprints can also be achieved. So I don't have to print off like a duplicate. I can just print off like eggs or algae. I'm going to choose algae because having extra materials is never bad. I mean, unless it's like too much sand or something, but you can't really have too much sand, I don't think. Because sand can be used for a whole bunch of things. Alright, looks like we've actually kind of calmed down a little bit on the overflow over here. Because we pumped it all into these liquid reservoirs. Oh, looks like we're pumping out another supplies worth. Oh, downtime. I like that they put their hats down to eat too. They're amazing. Adorable. Adorable goobers. I know, Hassan, I'm sorry. I apologize. Oh yeah, these are the research benches. They're inactive because I don't really have any research I want them to do right now. Let's see. I think oxygen's just doing a little bit better down there. Yeah, it's not so red. We're doing a little bit better. So far, power production is doing okay as well. We're staying powered for longer. Now they're going to bed. They kinda can't breathe. Ugh, man, that sucks. That really sucks. Oh, and there's no power. We're gonna lose power fully here in a minute. And oh, it's because the coal generator stayed on. Nice. So they did stay on for just a little bit to keep everything running. Actually, I should automate this algae. So the way you get oxygen in like beginning of the game, put down these oxygen diffusers that just use algae, and they just turn algae into oxygen. They're nice, but you run out of algae eventually. So what we'll do, we'll take a... Do we have an oxygen sensor? Atmos sensor, yeah. We'll put an Atmos sensor right here. And we'll put an automation wire. Put that right there on that. And then we'll make it turn off after so much, after a certain amount of, yeah, send a green signal if below 1,000 grams, which is what we usually want. So, we'll just let that do its thing until it's done. Slowly the oxygen will pump. Building lacks resources. The grill. Oh yeah, that's just for the gristleberries. Since we grill them, actually. Oh, here we go. Sweet. Alright, well, I think once the oxygen cleans up a little bit, I'll call it a day and end the video. So we're doing a little bit better. Just gotta wait. Still doing okay on this. I also should automate these two so I can turn them off whenever I need. So I think that's what I shall do real quick. How hot is it over here? Not very, unfortunately. Yeah, sorry for this video being so long. I don't have any editing software yet, but I will soon. I'm gonna try and get Premiere Pro. Cause I know how to use it, and I could definitely make better quality videos of it. Do actual cuts and make videos actually interesting instead of, you know, hours upon hours long. So I apologize for that. I will work on it. Let's see, doing still good. Still no germs. Wonderful. Man, even the food has hardly any food poisoning on it since it's been in the refrigerator. That's good. Of course, we still have germs at the grill. We have germs at the bathrooms, which is fine. It's what I expect. Reed fibers. Yes, reed fibers are naturally nasty because they use polluted water. They use polluted water to make what they need. It's kind of gross, but not much I can do about it. It is what it is, though. Not much I can do about it. Yeah, see, they use polluted water to grow. It's real gross. I'm actually gonna make it to where, while we wait, I'll put a hydro sensor. I'll put one right here. And until it fills up to that level, I don't want that pump to run. So this should do just fine. Boom. Current ambient pressure. Wait, what? No, 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 no. Hang on. Oh, sends a green signal. Okay, so I want it to do above. No, below. Oh, no, no, I want that. So we'll do. Yeah. There. So now it should be off. Yes. So this should be off until the tank actually rises to that level. So that should be good. That's what I want to do. Then I should make it to where all these pipes are automated as well. So like, or not pipes, but all these vents to where like, oh, you know, if it has so much atmosphere, then it should just turn off automatically. I think that would be a pretty neat setup, to be honest. I'm really glad I get to run this filter setup though. That was like one of my biggest projects, and I was super happy about it. Man, it took forever to actually pipe it all out and do power for it, and just it was a mess. So, same with the power. I mean, all of this was just kind of a big mess, to be honest. Like it's hard to maintain, but it's really rewarding in the end. Like just seeing a whole little colony do its own thing, and eventually this, this will be the next task. So I don't remember if natural gas is actually lighter or heavier than oxygen, because if that's the case, I don't know if it'll rise or if it'll just sink. You know what I mean? So I don't know if I should put like a pump oxygen or not oxygen pump. I don't know if I should put like a gas pump below it or above it or to the sides of it if it matters. But regardless. And then I could also just pump all this into a gas reservoir and then just pump that into a natural gas generator eventually. I'll probably do that next episode if anything. I'll start working on that over time, of course. Pumping. I should make this 2 sets so that they get as much water as they can in this little bit of time. We'll do that real quick while the oxygen does its thing. Let's see, I actually need to make another set of tiles, so I'm going to do that. So I need to do that. Okay. Sweet. Okay. Just deconstruct that. Oh, there's water all over the floor again. Dang it. Sorry, guys. Should probably also do this. Now that I think about it. Oh no, there's gross water in there. Oh, it's not like it's gonna have any food poisoning because of you know. Oh no, wait. Oh no, that has it's outputting polluted oxygen because of it being polluted water. Dang it. Nope, I've got to clean that immediately. Yellow shift that. You know, that needs to get cleaned up immediately. Dang it. Now there's polluted oxygen here. Ugh. Gross. Of course, I can't clean that in there because it's all stuck. Stupid. Okay, to make this properly go down into like a double split, I'll have to use liquid splitters, yeah. So one there, one there, one there, yeah. So that one I'll put there. I'll make... Actually, no, I should. What I should do that. Yes, and then that'll just go there. No, wait. Can do liquid bridge. No, because then that won't fully... that won't do very good at all, now that I think about it. Okay. Well, actually, you know what? Now that I have all this, I don't really need to go that far. There's not any point. Yeah, now that I think about it, I don't... Ugh, why am I even doing that? I don't even know I'm doing that. Okay, that's what I can do. Make that come down. That one will run there. Cancel that. Input, output, input, output. There we go. Bam, bam, bam. Construct that one, that one, and all that. Dang it, all the yucky water, dang it. And a liquid bridge right here. Not so much yucky water. Dang it, didn't even sweep that. Ah, the cost of efficiency. Breathability still sucks. Probably because of no water. Yeah. Yep, called it. Can get over here. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now we should have proper liquid distribution on a 2-to-2 basis. Since it's going from 3 to 2, you obviously want to split their outputs into 2 and then distribute each one of those 2 into their own little area to go into each one. So it's a 1-to-1 or a 3-to-2 ratio. Stupid, I know, but it'll save me a lot of hassle. It's kind of what I tried to do here, but it doesn't really quite work that way. Oh man, looks like this first liquid reservoir is getting pretty full. And again, this mess never really stops, does it? Oh, I wanted to see how many food poisoning it got. Oh, it got no food poisoning. Sweet. We're fairly clean. Wonderful. I almost want to put a wash basin here, make them wait their turn for washing their hands. Because then if they wash their hands, they're not covered in germs. So if you watch, when they step out of the bathrooms, right, they got food poisoning. She didn't wash her hands, right, because of the empty pipes, so they can't wash their hands. So now they're running around grossing everything up, even though they can take showers, just because the liquid isn't being distributed to the toilets or anything just yet. But it's coming, slowly but surely. There we go. And then once that water also travels, it'll go to the oxygen, and then we'll get oxygen, which is really in need right now. I should probably hook these up and start just outputting as much as I can. Here, we'll do this as well. Okay, we'll do that. We'll connect that one there. And next, we'll... oh, nope. not that. We'll do this area next, yeah. Connect that one right there. Boom. Okay. We'll do output, output, output. And then automation. I want to have this to where I can set it on and off as well. So we'll just set this like such. And once they wake up in the morning, they'll make them go, oh, looks like the director has some new plans. We'll build it. Yeah. Man, I should definitely go to bed soon. Oh well. Nice. Doing what they need. We're starting to get a little bit more water output, so we're getting water in. So to help remedy the situation, I'm going to tap into the storage. I'm going to tap into the oxygen storage and just kind of flood the market, right? So hopefully doing so will allow me to kind of take a breather, literally. We got a little bit of a mess right there. And there we go. Now it should be outputting straight oxygen, yeah. Sweet. Doing great. Now that'll flood. Ooh, we have no algae for the algae diffuser. That's really unfortunate. I wonder, do I actually have algae terrariums? Yes, I do. Algae grower. Ah, here we are. Consumes fertilizer, carbon dioxide, and water to grow algae and emit some oxygen. That's kind of a big trade-off. I won't do that just yet. How's the oxygen looking? We're getting there. Bathrooms are at least getting oxygen. Got a whole bunch of idle people. I could be having them do something. I don't know what, though. Let's see. Yeah. So now that we have a whole bunch of water coming in, we should, well, not a whole bunch, but at least enough. I don't know, I almost feel like I should make another one of these stupid chambers. I almost feel like they're not outputting enough at this rate. Maybe make another water sieve as well, which will suck, but if I have to do it, I have to do it. I don't know, even just one of them having their own sieve is not fast enough at all. Yeah, it's like not fast enough. Dang. Yeah, that just makes me a little sad. Dang it, man. Yeah, because I think this one's getting kind of backed up now. Dang it. Now that's really rough. Now that I'm starting to see the inefficiencies. That's a little, that sucks. Because if this takes water, right, it takes 5 kilograms a second, that's how much it'll take max. These output, let's just say, for example, oh, I can't take an example. That probably takes 7.8 kilograms, while this wants to take only 5 kilograms, right? So even just having one of these, it's going to get backed up. It'll be backed up and kind of unfortunate. So if anything, I think another way to remedy this is, you guessed it, more liquid reservoirs. Yeah. Just stick one. Stick one. Boo, I don't know. Here and here. Yep, that'll do. Okay. So then we can output this up to this one. Then we can output. Oh wait, nope. Don't want that one. There we go. We want this one. Since it's outputting from there, let's take it there. Not that way. And then it'll output there. And we'll just deconstruct that. Another thing we gotta do, take this pipe, run it all the way up, do some stupid acrobatics with it, take it down, pump it back over here to that mess. Okay, that'll do. There we go. So that should separate everything a little bit better. Like these ones are getting a little full. Temperatures are looking decent. What about breathability? Oh, we've used up all the oxygen. So now we gotta rely on our water generation again. Well, we'll see. I think they got it all constructed. So we'll see how it works here in a minute. Okay. Here we are. Bumping down the line. That goes through there. Goes back up. Yeah, this should do. Because then it'll still... Okay. Yeah, because no more waiting now. Now it's just waiting on the sieves, which will always happen, but that's okay. Especially since the sieves aren't used, all day, when they're just hooked up to just these two. That'll actually make this a little bit easier. Why are they waiting? Oh, no power to power the filters. Shining fakes. I'm good. Dang it. Not enough power. How much sand do I have? Sand, 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 sand. 124 tons, so we're good. At least for a while. Dang, this one's still outputting. Okay, now we're doing just a little bit better on oxygen and power and all that. Or not power, but bathrooms and stuff. So that should be much better. Well, actually, it kind of just skips over. Oh, no, the bathroom. It doesn't skip over the bathroom. It just, they're already full, so they don't need water. Mostly just this stuff over here, the hydrolyzers and whatnot. Looking good. Unfortunately, I do think this is where I should probably end the video. If you do have any suggestions, just leave some comments. Feel free to subscribe or like, whatever. If you've reached this to the end of the video, let me know. Alright, I'll see y'all later.